Well, if you thought Trump outdid himself yesterday in his unhinged Christmas message, wait until he gets a load of what is trending on X thanks to the sharp eye of Midas' own Ben Meiselas. He caught yet another blatant grift from the grifter-in-chief. In an email blast sent out to his supporters, the president wrote, "Alert! Democrats are gaining serious momentum, all caps. Their relentless attacks, fueled by millions of dollars in dark money, are paying off. MAGA is on the brink of disaster." President Trump can't hold back the woke mob alone. Keep this box checked to support MAGA in this do or die battle.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
As you see there in a different color, donate an additional $2,500 automatically on 12/31. This donation qualifies for the gift offer. So that wee box there that you tick, because on first glance, you might be thinking, I'm going to just read what is in red and all the caps, which, you know, was spelled correctly. So clearly Trump didn't write it. But what if you just click that box without even reading the small print at the bottom? Donate an additional $2,500 automatically on New Year's Eve. And so, translation, I know times are tough, prices are soaring, and you can't make ends meet, but I'm fighting the woke mob, so what's an extra $2,500, huh? I mean, honestly, how manipulative, but also desperate can you get?
And I think that is a very big statement, and what happened here is the biggest statement of all, because nobody thought a thing like this was possible. And I think based on that, I won't even take questions today, because there's no way I can take questions that are anywhere comparable to what you just witnessed. You just witnessed drug prices that will go down at levels never thought even possible, Marty, right?
Listen, the timing of this couldn't be better, to be honest, considering the fact that the Wall Street Journal, it just released a detailed visualization mapping out 268 interconnected pieces of the Trump family business empire, from crypto ventures to golf courses to licensing deals and beyond, showing the fact that they continue to enrich themselves while he's in office. And to reiterate, this isn't CNN saying this or us even, but the Rupert Murdoch owned Wall Street Journal. I mean, if that doesn't show you that the narrative is shifting, then nothing will.
About Donald Trump, who is, a vicious self-promoter and narcissist, and somebody who is constantly in spectacular disrespect of the rule of law. And he has no program for the country other than to get him and his family back into office so they can revive their process of enriching themselves. There is such massive, spectacular, unprecedented corruption taking place right now, where the whole government has been turned into a money-making machine for Trump and his family and all of the assorted corrupt conglomerate enterprises that are like barnacles on their administration, that people have really got to be focused on telling these stories, because it's extraordinary what's happening at the same time that they're trying to destroy the living standards and the great institutional programmatic achievements of democracy, like Medicare, like Medicaid, like Social Security. They are in this massive money-making operation.
Now, in this Wall Street Journal piece, it documented how the Trump family's business ventures have continued to grow and diversify while Trump has been in office, despite him claiming that he doesn't get involved in any business affairs. It's all down to his son.
Some generally regarded to be the wealthiest man who's ever occupied the White House.
I hope so.
How much wealthier are you now than when you returned to the White House?
Well, I don't know. The deals I made, for the most part, other than what my kids are doing, they're running my business. But most of the deals that I've made were made before. And that's what I've done for a life. I built buildings, like I'm building a building here. You know where I'm building? You know what? You see that area?
Yeah.
That is going to be the greatest ballroom anywhere in the world. And for 150, so it gives me pleasure to do it for the country. And I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. The country's not, and that's an expensive ballroom.
But is it appropriate?
I think it'll cost $250 million, and it will be, I think, the finest ballroom. So for 150 years, John, you know this? They've wanted a ballroom, and now they're going to finally have it. It's going to be a big one. It's going to knock your socks off.
But is it appropriate, President Trump, that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity.
Well, I'm really not. My kids are running the business. I'm here. You know what the activity, where are you from?
I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Paul Corner's program.
Well, the Australians, you're hurting Australia, right? In my opinion, you are hurting Australia very much right now. And they want to get along with me. You know, your leader is coming over to see me very soon. I'm going to tell him about you. You set a very bad tone.
The visualization mapped hundreds of interconnected entities, crypto ventures, which Trump, while president, hosted a dinner regarding. And the thing is, at a time where people are struggling through the holiday season, when Murdoch's other media empire, Fox News, are telling people, well, grandma doesn't need a gift, does she?
Prices are up in the United States for coffee. It's up almost 20%. Utility, up 11.7%. And then electricity is up 5.1%. And vehicle repair, if you need your car fixed, it's up 11.5%.
Budget. You need a plan. Also remember, adults don't need gifts, okay? Focus on the people in your life who are age 3 to 18. Grandma doesn't need slippers. If they don't live by you, don't get them a gift. Now's not the time to spend and break the bank sending packages across the country, Dana. Focus on the people in your life, ages 3 to 18. That's my 30 seconds for you.
Jade, you're,
Now, this isn't new ground either. Congressional watchdogs have said that Trump's crypto policies resemble self-enrichment strategies more than national policy, and so have called for further investigation into the matter.
Donald Trump's dinner is an orgy of corruption. That's what this is all about. We are here today to talk about exactly one topic: corruption. Corruption in its ugliest form. Donald Trump is using the presidency of the United States to make himself richer through crypto. And he's doing it right out there in plain sight. He is signaling to anyone who wants to ask for a special favor and is willing to pay for it exactly how to do that.
This is the thing I've always found the hardest to swallow regarding people that put their support in this man, that they think the billionaire reality TV star sending Truth Social posts from a golden penthouse understand the struggle that he has put them through as a result of his economic policy. And here he is trying to grift more dollars over the holiday season in an email blast that, honestly, if you weren't looking carefully, you may have just signed away a further $2,500 that you maybe don't have, which follows on from earlier in the week when Meidas covered the over 1 million new documents on the Epstein files, prompting the DOJ to respond, to which Representative Garcia pointed out, rightfully so, this is why independent reporting from the likes of MeidasTouch and others is crucial to holding this administration accountable. Take a look at what Ben had to say on that story.
The way this all comes as we've learned that there's 1 million additional Epstein files that the DOJ claims they've never even looked at yet. So it's going to take many more weeks, despite the Epstein Transparency Act, despite the fact that there are emails from 2020 referencing all these other documents, right? The MeidasTouch was the first to report, hey, there's an email that talks about 1.2 million documents with the Southern District of New York. Hey, how about those documents? As soon as we reported it, about 12 hours later, guess what they said at the DOJ? We've found 1.2 million documents from SDNY. You want to know what likely really happened? SDNY said that they were going to go public with the fact that these 1.2 million records were being concealed if the DOJ didn't confess. They all knew that we knew and that it was going to become a public issue. So I'm sure what went down is that prosecutors at the SDNY said, if you don't say that you have these, we're going to leak them and we're going to go public with this. So the DOJ went public with this. A few other things I want to talk about on Christmas. While Donald Trump's behaving that way, what is it also smokescreen for? What does it cover for? Well, he wants to distract us from the Epstein files, but we're not going to be distracted. I'm talking about the cover up every single day. I've done multiple videos this morning, and we're going to continue to expose what's going on there in all of those files, and we'll keep breaking stories. That's one. The other thing is he wants to give smokescreen to Vladimir Putin and authoritarians across the world to try to attack and invade and go after other countries, because Trump is supporting authoritarians.
So yeah, we'll continue to hold them to account.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.